Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for joining me here today as we go through 3 reasons the Lions will beat the Rams in the playoffs. Now, this is probably the most highly anticipated game of the entire season. It's been talked about for weeks. Matthew Stafford back in Detroit. Jared Goff versus his old team that gave up on him. It's going to be a showdown. It's probably, if I had to guess, it's probably going to be game of the year. It's going to be one of the best games that we'll ever watch. I'm so excited for it. I think all Lions fans are. This is going to be a big one. A chance to win our second playoff game of all time and our first one in 31 years back at Ford Field. So I got 3 reasons why I think the Lions have the best chance of winning. Let's get into reason number 1. And that would be the Lions' offensive weapons. Now, the news with Sam Laporta, he's very optimistic he's going to be able to play, which is crazy because if you saw that injury, it did not look good. But if he's able to play, I'm going to be feeling very confident because he's definitely one of our most important offensive pieces. It's Goff's favorite target outside of Amon-Ra. But again, we're going to have Amon-Ra St. Brown. Jameson Williams is going to be back. We'll have Brock Wright, worst case scenario, and he's very good. He was very good for us last year too. He actually won us that Jets game, and he's very good. And I just don't see how this Rams defense is going to be able to stop this offense, this run game. And I know they have the Aaron Donald, who really hasn't had that good of a year. They've got I forget the rookie edge name, but he's good too. But guess what? We have Taylor Decker, we have Graham Glasgow, we have Frank Ragnow, we have Penei Sewell, Dan Skipper. I'm not worried in the slightest. Maybe Goff gets sacked 2-3 times. Let's say he gets sacked 3 times. He's under pressure here and there. We're going to run through him. Goff's going to get the ball out. We'll be just fine. But if Goff's under pressure all game, we could definitely, I probably think we will lose this game if he's under pressure. 50% of the snaps that he drops back. So I want to see a Jameson Williams breakout game. I know he's been getting more and more targets as the season's gone on. I want to see him get, they've been using him a lot better. I like it. Let's get him like 6 catches off 7 targets, a touchdown with like 114 yards, and maybe even a carry too. And I'm really excited to see what they do with guys like Jahmyr Gibbs as well. I want to see that run game. I want to see 150 rushing yards and 300 passing yards from Goff. Hopefully a Goff legacy game. And reason number 2, now this is the biggest question of the entire game. Is the Lions defense going to step up? Now, look at the past few weeks, right? Now, the last 3 weeks, we've gone up against Justin Jefferson twice and CeeDee Lamb. Probably the 2 best receivers in the NFL. At least 2 of the top 5. And we've given up 200 yards all 3 times to Justin Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb. So going up against Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp, yeah, it's a little terrifying, but I'm hoping for a big game. And if we get pressure on Matthew Stafford, I think we'll be just okay. Look at Aiden Hutchinson and the way he stepped up. We got Lee McNeil back now. You got Ife Melifonwu, who can, he's been rushing the passer better than half of our edges. And Josh Pascal's starting to step up. Jack Campbell's starting to step up. I want to see him get some more blitzes too. So the way that our defense has been playing, I'm feeling very confident. I think our defense is going to step up. They're going to force 2 turnovers. We're going to get pressure on Stafford. I think we get one of those 6-sack games. Rams' O-line's not that good, so let's get it. Reason number 3 is the Jared Goff legacy revenge game. We all remember what the Rams did to Jared Goff. He brought him to a Super Bowl. He helped bring him to a, I think that they were the 1 seed that year. I don't really remember, but they were a damn good team, right? He helped bring them there. And then they give up on him a couple years later, and all of a sudden he's getting traded to the Lions. They traded him there to die. Matthew Stafford comes to Detroit, wins him a Super Bowl. And the next thing you know, 2 years later, Jared Goff gets the Lions the number 3 overall seed, 12-win season, most in franchise history, and a home playoff game for the first time in Ford Field history. And second time, I think it's like the 3rd time ever. The Lions have not won a playoff game in 31 years. Matthew Stafford, and I've been seeing this a lot, Jared Goff has actually done more this season than what Matthew Stafford ever did for the Lions. And as good as Stafford was, he never got us a home playoff game. He never got us a playoff win. He never got us a 3 seed. Never got us to 12 wins. Jared Goff did. Jared Goff, don't forget how they treated you, how they just threw you out to die. They traded you to the Lions so you could go to die and your career would be over and you would go down as a bust. Show them why the Lions won the long term of this trade. Show them why they should have never given up on you. Show them why you were the number 1 pick. Show them why you're a Pro Bowl quarterback and why you shouldn't have been treated like that. I'm expecting a huge game from him. And as much as I know, all Lions fans love Stafford. Everyone can agree. We rooted for him to win the Super Bowl. He did. He's in opposition this week. He's an opponent. We're not just going to be like, oh my God, I love you, Stafford. I don't care if you beat us. No. That's not what this is about. The Lions need to go out there and kick their ass. They need to go out there and play their hardest. 3 keys to success. Number 1, win the turnover battle. It's always going to be winning the turnover battle. Number 2, stop their offensive weapons. Puka Nacua, Kyren Williams, Cooper Kupp. Get pressure on Stafford. Hold them to 20 points or less. And have great coverage and get, have good blitz and just have good plays by Aaron Glenn. Number 3, key to success is going to be dominating offensively, not slowing on drives, scoring every time we can, and moving the ball down the field. That's all I got today, guys. Let me know in the comments your predictions for this game, how excited you are, and what you thought of the video. I appreciate you guys watching and listening. Have a great day. Go Lions. I'll see you guys after the playoff game. We'll talk about it. Peace. Have a good one.